Squirrels are known for saving, but with the help of AARP, they won't be the only ones. From planning to budgeting, AARP is here to help you stretch your dollar further. So take on today and every day with AARP. Learn how at takeontoday.aarp.
Hello and welcome to another highly questionable work week. Papi, who's that? Who's next to you over there?
La señorita Sarita España.
That's right. What do you like on the show today, Sarita?
I look forward to Papi's insightful commentary on LeBron's injury and sweep in the finals.
Dale, Papi.
Do you feel like LeBron handled his hand injury the correct way?
Okay, this goes back a ways, so take me back a ways to Game 1, when the single funniest moment of the postseason happened, and it wasn't just J.R. Smith forgetting the score, but then LeBron James in the press conference afterward trying to avoid all of Mark Schwartz's questions. Look at how he does so, just pouty and diva-like, and then he gets up to reveal what aren't pants, and then he picks up his sunglasses at 1 o'clock in the morning, and the earbuds, and here is the last move, a $41,000 bag. And now your question is, if that had been a broken hand after everything happened in that game, if it had been J.R. Smith forgetting the score and George Hill missing a free throw and LeBron James breaking his hand hitting a whiteboard because they forgot the score and because they missed a free throw, and then that broken hand was walking out of there, my guess is that wouldn't have been the best way to do it either.
Yeah, it was funny enough without the broken hand, but it was the broken hand, by the way, that was pointing at Mark Schwartz. You be better. I don't know, you be better. You're supposed to be one of the greatest players of all time. You just punched a whiteboard because you didn't like a call that the referees made and you were mad at your teammate. And guess what? You almost won the first game, and maybe you could have won another game if you hadn't punched a whiteboard. And I know a lot of people are going to say, you're a hater. Well, guess what? We hold anybody to this kind of thing, and we're letting LeBron off the hook if we're not saying, what are you doing punching a whiteboard? And then what are you doing after your team gets swept, coming out with a cast and saying like, oh yeah, this is what happened. I guess I have an excuse now for why I couldn't get it done in any of the following games after game 1. Everybody pity me. Now get me out of this terrible place where I've been dragging these people along with me to the finals.
She is generally right about everything she's saying, except if you had put up 51, 8, and 8, and your teammate only had to forget the score, you might break your hand on a whiteboard too.
I understand the temper. I understand the frustration. Find something softer to punch if you need to punch something so that you're available to your team and your fans and your franchise before you take off your jersey and walk your way out to a better situation.
Oh, I can see a trend here. I can see a trend here. Next year, after getting swept, he's going to be wearing a neck brace.
Yeah.
The following year,
full body traction.
That's right. He's going to wear
an arm out.
I did my best, guys. Here, someone give me my orange shoes.
The following year, a sling.
Oh, a sling. Okay.
We're going backwards
And
now.
in the 5th year, he's going to be carried to the press room on a stretcher.
Yes.
With a couple of IVs hanging there.
A couple of IVs.
I
Year
can
6,
see that
Paul
trend.
Pierce, wheelchair.
That's
Bucket.
right.
Dialysis machine.
Will you be shocked if LeBron's family convince him to stay in Cleveland?
Really, that's how we're doing it. We can't find out who the best option is. We've got a couple of weeks to decide it. We got about 7 or 8 teams involved, and one of the options can be opting back in there and staying in Cleveland. It seems unlikely, but the last time LeBron had to make a decision like this, his family didn't want to leave Miami. Those kids wanted to remain in Miami, but he said he overruled them. He says he's going to listen to those little adult children more than he did last time. And if that's the case, then you got to put Los Angeles and Miami in play.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be shocked because at no point in LeBron's adventures have I been like, oh, of course, we knew that was coming. I'm always a little bit surprised to see where he ends up. So I wouldn't be shocked, but I still think leaving Cleveland is the answer for LeBron basketball-wise, mental health-wise because of his issues with Gilbert, frustration-wise, longevity of his career-wise. The only reason he would stay is if his family feels so rooted, if his kids feel so necessary to stay where they're playing now as up-and-coming basketball stars. Other than that, I think it's pretty clear he's gone.
This is a story, though, that Dwayne Wade brought up because he said this isn't a basketball decision. It is a lifestyle decision. Dwayne Wade knows more about LeBron and his decision-making than most of us. Those guys are legitimate friends beyond team builders together. And so when Dwayne Wade is telling you LeBron has other factors here, LeBron already knows that he can win with any group of teammates because he just got to the final with this group of bums. You know that he can pick something at his whim and make it special.
Yeah, and you know when anybody says, I'm choosing based on the best lifestyle I could have, they're going to choose Cleveland.
His family wants to stay in Cleveland, huh? They must be used to the smell there.
Oh,
Really?
come on.
What are we doing?
Come
What?
on. I was born in Cleveland, but I got out of there real fast.
Doesn't matter that this Steph Curry doesn't have a Finals MVP.
I feel like he knew going in that this would be a thing. He thought the days of him winning MVP might be over. Regular season, once Kevin Durant got there. All of these guys made this particular transaction. The winning will get easier. The game will get easier. And in exchange for that, you will be slightly diminished in reputation because you chose this path. So Kevin Durant can win more titles than Michael Jordan, but you're never going to look at him as better than Michael Jordan because they made this trade. And this is the one Steph made.
Yeah, I think it matters on time, right? Right now, all of us have eyes, and we're all watching Steph Curry be a guy who changes the game in myriad ways. That has changed the way other teams create their roster. This is a guy who at one point, when he was on top of the Warriors, we were saying, is he better than LeBron now? Hand him the reins to the NBA. Now he doesn't get that anymore. But right now, we're all able to see what he does. 20 years from now, when we look back at his accomplishments and he doesn't have any of those finals MVPs, people may see it differently. For him, though, the ability to rack up the championships, I think more than makes up for the fact that those individual awards aren't coming right now.
I will say this, though. History books are fine, and maybe you remember all the finals MVPs. His legacy is secure. He is the best shooter any of us have ever seen from more range than anyone has ever seen, and he also gets his shot off quicker than anyone we've ever seen. He's that forever, finals MVP or not.
And if he loses the next 5 finals, he can be just like LeBron, that's all.
Right, that's right. He can be just like LeBron.
God, Papi could do a whole show today just tearing apart LeBron. We should just lay out.
Why don't we do that whole show?
Is all Thomas right that he has earned a new contract?
Contract is what he would earn. It's okay. We'll keep it moving.
He's been playing with just the one, which is amazing that he's been doing so well.
I'm pretty sure he called him Al Thomas as well instead of Earl. Regardless, we keep it moving around here. We're a sloppy production by design. 4th year of a $40 million deal, and Earl Thomas is saying, I have put my body on the line for this team. I have done all the things you've asked. I've been a maximum professional, and now you've sent away my teammates from the Legion of Boom. How about giving me some loyalty? And I understand why he would have that perspective. I understand why Seattle would say, absolutely not interested in loyalty. We're going to bail on this. That body can't hold up playing that way.
You would say that and think that about a guy who's got his years, but the last however many years, he's still been an All-Pro. He's still been a Pro Bowler. This is a guy who is very important to the Seattle team. If they don't want to reboot, if they want to casually rebuild, they need some of that defensive anchor to be there. And this team tends to negotiate with 1 year left on a deal. The fact that they haven't gotten there yet with him is telling him something. And he says, listen, I'm not putting my body on the line for a team that isn't willing to commit to me after all that I've done. And you're right. With so many of his defensive counterparts gone, he says, I've earned this. I'm sticking here. Now give me something to show for it. I think our own Mina Kimes is usually right when it comes to Seattle. She says $13 million, match the deal for Eric Berry, and show him a little bit of loyalty. I think it could go a long way with this team, and I think they need him.
That's right.
It actually says contact.
It does say the contact. You know what? This is the fault of the producers. That's right. Look, my wrong.
That's right. That's wrong. That's right.
Contact right there.
That's right. You see what I mean? That's right. Yeah. Right here. It says contacts right here.
That's right. It says contacts.
Bring the camera in.
Bring the camera in.
Producers.
That's right. I got proof. I got you with your hands in the cookie jar right here.
Don't know if that's the right analogy, but take it. Own it.
Was Tinder.
What would the loss of Choi Ohtani until 2020 mean for the Angels and baseball overall?
This was a big bummer because that sport has changed so much. Because it's all or nothing. You go 3 innings and you won't see a ball put in play. It's strikeouts or home runs. You had a genuine international superstar. Someone who could transcend even the best player in the game on his team. Mike Trout is not known outside of sports. And now he goes down because the arms that throw that hard can't hold up under the strain mathematically. And you have this situation where no matter how bright the star, he's going to get short-circuited with things like this if he's throwing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, now they're stuck with a couple decisions. If he does end up having to get Tommy John 14 months or so recovery, he's back in 2020, but he possibly could hit shortly after the surgery because it's not the same strain, especially since he's a lefty hitter. Now that's risky because you could have a collision at first. You could be sliding into home. There's any number of things that could happen if he's just hitting while he's trying to recover and repair his arm from that surgery. That's a big risk, but at the same time, losing him for as long as they look like they might is a huge blow to this team. And as someone who's been right since the beginning, when I said he should go down to the minors to start the season because he was so bad in spring training, I think they should listen to me now.
Wait a minute. She's claiming right on he would have got hurt if he had been in the minors?
You know who else is going to be out with an injury until 2020?
Who's that?
LeBron.
We brought it back to LeBron. The Shohei Ohtani story coming right back to LeBron.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Right. Collision course.
Yeah, but watch this, Sarah.
Oh.
The rare full-speed double groin shot. And what happened before that we didn't see? Luck or skill. The next pitch, Sarah.
Same guy?
Same dude. Luck or skill.
What?
My Son's TV show is brought to you by Domino's. Oh, yes, we did.
AARP can help you become your healthiest self. It's why we offer health tips for your body and your brain. So take on today and every day with AARP. Learn how at takeontoday.aarp.
Time to play the game that this is still celebrating LeBron getting swept. Do you question?
You can topics and events, and we question or laugh at them.
Do you question who should feel worse, Purdue or Houston?
Oh, this was good from track and field. USC had a big comeback in this first race. Let's check this out.
USC's in third here. This looks like a runaway.
In third. This is crazy.
They don't know if she's going to get caught.
Look at that.
Watch this.
This is crazy. I didn't think she was going to catch
Well,
second
now you
place.
see the piano on her back. There it is, right there. There's a piano.
Yeah, but
it's invisible, but she can barely move her legs.
Yeah,
she hit
but
the
she
wall,
doesn't
and that
know
hurts.
this is coming her
oh,
way.
No.
She doesn't know this is possible.
I can't.
Oh.
Amazing.
That is a crusher. How
She
can we
said a bad word.
possibly do better than that? I don't think we can do better
That's
than
like
that.
the women's cross-country skiing tandem. Remember that? That chick came out of nowhere.
Let's check in with the steeple now. Let's see what we've got there.
Somewhere.
All right, Houston's in the lead here, Sarah. Houston's in the lead. Who do you feel worse for? Purdue being chased down from behind? Oh,
no!
No, you had it won!
Oh, he hurt himself. Oh, no. No, I don't want to watch. Oh, God. Why do people do the steeplechase? You're so tired. You're already tired. It's a long race, and then you got to jump over stuff? Oh, man.
Oh, and at least it wasn't an incredibly
Whoa,
short
Minnesota.
short
Can't believe it.
with a headband.
Oh, he's got bruises already. That hurts. I'm going to go at injury to insult, so I'm going to say you feel worse if you're Houston because you actually probably injured yourself.
I know someone who should even feel worse than them.
Uh-oh.
Who you got, Papi? Who you got?
Oregon.
Oh, Oregon. Oh, that's right.
no.
Papi's right about that.
Oregon.
Papi's
We're
right.
celebrating beforehand.
Yeah.
You got to wait until you cross the
Yeah, you know what you got to do?
That's right, buddy.
You got to
Finish
respect
line.
the race.
Yes,
Respect.
respect.
Hashtag respect the race.
Like that. Can I see the Oregon runners' scared and shocked and humbled face again, please? Right here, look.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what just happened?
Oh, God, I'm an embarrassment to my whole family and all of my teammates. Respect the race.
Do you question if we should be laughing at this?
Mariners and Rays, we are your worldwide leader in covering foul balls. Do we have a screaming one here?
Right? Uh-oh. Collision course.
Yeah, but watch this, Sarah.
Oh.
The rare full-speed double groin shot. That is magical. And yes, you are allowed to laugh, people. The double groin shot, you're allowed to laugh twice as much because that's twice the fun.
Yeah, the weird thing is he caught it, but they called it a ball.
Ba-dum-ba.
Did you guys hear the latest news?
That wasn't stiff at all. What's the latest news, Papi?
The right fielder is pregnant.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Nice.
Woohoo! I mean, what?
Do you question if this was luck or skill?
You may say to yourself, I've had enough foul ball coverage today. They just gave me my fill. You're wrong. We've got more foul ball coverage. You got Royals and A's.
Right.
Bases loaded. Close game. And what happened before that we didn't see? Luck or skill. The next pitch, Sarah.
Same guy?
Same dude. Luck or skill.
What?
Clearly that is a skill. He is a man who is able to have the super useless superpower of catching foul balls consecutively at a game.
Listen, sun's out, guns out, and he did that on purpose. He knew those balls were coming. He had to be unrestricted in the movement of those hands.
So much skin.
Good thing he wasn't LeBron. Otherwise, he would have broken the other hand.
He would have broken his other hand. Wow, you didn't think we could get from foul ball coverage to LeBron, but don't underestimate him. There it is, broken hands from foul balls.
That looks more like the Thriller.
He really is. Dun, dun. He does look like the Thriller. Yeah, it does. All right, this is good fun.
It's a normal day. You're rushing out the door to get to work on time when suddenly, there it is, the dreaded service light. So what is it this time? Tire pressure, low coolant, time for an oil change? When it comes to service lights, head to Jiffy Lube. We've got you covered. Drive in today and make the switch to Pennzoil. Ask for Pennzoil Synthetics, getting you back on the road in a jiffy. Jiffy Lube, leave worry behind.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that thin spread is the most important part of the sandwich. See? Or no?
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. Did she do it right? No? Was the rhythm off? We tell you if we're intrigued.
On a baseball field in New Jersey Jackals baseball practice.
Oh, do you want to check in with Matt Latos, Papi? Matt Latos pitched for the Marlins. He's got a cat. He calls Cat Latos. If he looked like me, he'd be Fat Latos. What happened here? And
that was on purpose.
All
right.
Yeah.
Old man strike.
That was a hell of a...
That was a major league move right there.
Yes. This is a good, legitimate fight. Matt Latos was looking for it. I love the peripheral vision.
Oh, by the leg. Slam.
Yes.
WWE style.
Oh, and then that guy flies in with the clothesline around.
Whoa,
Let's do that again.
that catcher.
Let me see that again real quick. After Latos gets him up in the air, what comes flying out of the dugout here?
Whoa, that was on purpose for sure. That looks like a child, by the way, number 10.
Oh, good God.
Wait, first of all, number 10 went toward Latos, and then the last minute was like, pretend like I wanted some of this, but I clearly don't. And then he got blindsided. Watch this. He's like, I'm in. Just kidding, not going to be. Oh, whoa!
That's amazing.
His attempt to avoid the fight did not work.
We will take that as intrigue. Papi, are you intrigued?
See, I'm very intrigued. But you see that home plate umpire? He's a big chicken, you know that? He was going to charge him out to break the fight, and all of this sudden, look at him. Come on, don't stop there. Come on, you gotta get into it, bro. You gotta stop that fight, you know? That's the way to the major leagues, you know? You can't be standing there like a bystander, you know?
He turned to the other officials and he said, I got 5 on the guys on the field. What do you got? I'm taking odds.
Tonight on ESPN, the NCAA Super Regional, South Carolina and Arkansas.
No, there have been some fun games on here, but we want to check in with a fan interaction. Now, keep in mind, this fan was at this for 5 minutes, but we condensed it for you.
You're not careful. Yes. And he's already got a base hit, but that fastball was up and out.
He's upsetting an ump, and look, he's giving him menace. The menacing, pointing.
I think that's Lou Piniella.
Finger of judgment.
Been up to
5 minutes this lasted. Again, we edited this down, but look at that. That is now, we've officially graduated to stalking. I believe a restraining order would be fine in this situation.
I really hope he doesn't have children playing in this game.
He's blinking either. I mean, that just looks. How about my man's hat though?
I'm going to go no. That looks like someone who's very dangerous outside of a baseball field.
Berkey, what's running through your mind?
I don't know how he's conveying that kind of menace with pins on that hat, but he's convinced me.
Oh, he took a seat. All right, we're good now.
He's still looking.
No.
Oh.
It's the supers, folks.
All right, very good. Razorback baseball. Papi, are you intrigued?
See, I'm very intrigued. But listen, he doesn't know how to use that finger. You know what I mean? He uses it. You know, if you want to attract the attention of the ump, you got to use the finger in a different way. You know, you got to go like that. You know, when you go like that all the way for about 5 minutes, you know, then the ump will know that what you mean. You go like that. You go like that. That doesn't mean it. But you go like that, then they're sending a strong message to that ump. You know what I mean? That's what I say. You got to go to night classes and take that course. How to use your middle finger the right way.
Night classes? Night classes.
They're
offering night classes in how to use your middle finger.
Tomorrow in Washington, D.C., the Capitals Championship Parade.
Alexander
Chavinsky.
Ovechkin is his name. Let's check in with Alexander Ovechkin, partying all weekend. Okay, that's a
Going for
fountain.
a swim.
Yeah, shirtless, no angels at the fountain.
How is he 32?
He's lived all 32 of those years.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is living in a national game.
Oh, yeah. Stanley Cup keg stand.
Yeah, of course.
He looks like a player's dad who's just really excited that they won.
That look on his face.
He has no idea where he is.
Yeah, it doesn't suggest
There we
sobriety.
go. Oh, yeah.
Here after a torrid evening with the cup. You don't know
I
where that
hope he
thing's
passed
been.
out. I don't want to know what happened after the camera turned off in that room.
Sarah, you're
Yes,
intrigued.
I love Stanley Cup celebrations. I'm all in.
Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But you know one thing? You know who couldn't pick up the Stanley Cup trophy?
Who?
LeBron, with his broken hand, he won't be able to grip it.
Come on, man.
He won't be able to grip it.
Come on, man. Yes, I can't grip it with my hands.
I can grab it. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Spain and Fitch, check it out, ESPN Radio, 6 to 9 Eastern. Thanks for watching.
LeBron, he couldn't shake anybody's hand.
No, that's not going to work, Papi.
No?
Really? You guys really think Sarah's an idiot? Come on, man.
Am I new here? Do I look new?